Hey everyone, and welcome back to T3 Media Studios. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that often gets overlooked, the true value of a dollar across time.
We're going to break down why comparing a 2013 movie's budget to a 2025 movie's budget, even if the numbers are the same, is like comparing apples to very different oranges.
Specifically, we're talking about Zack Snyder's Man of Steel from 2013 and Superman by James Gunn. Both reportedly had a budget of $225 million. But what does that really mean for what they could achieve?
We'll be running down the invisible tax of inflation and how it erodes purchasing power, how the cost of cameras and other film technology has changed, the rising price of human talent from crew to stars, the insane evolution and expense of visual effects, the dramatically shifting landscape of movie marketing and distribution, and finally, the often ignored elephant in the room, why the selective application of inflation in film comparisons just doesn't make sense. Let's start with the big one, inflation. Think of it as an invisible tax on your money. Over time, a dollar simply buys less.
From 2012, when Man of Steel was in full swing, to 2025, when James Gunn's Superman is hitting theaters, the cumulative inflation rate is approximately 40%.
What does that mean for our $225 million budget? It means that $225 million in 2012 had the same purchasing power as roughly $315 million in 2025.
Flip that around, and Superman's 2025 $225 million budget is in real terms equivalent to Man of Steel's operating with a budget of just about $160.7 million in 2012 dollars. That's nearly a $65 million difference in buying power.
So when you hear those identical budget numbers, remember, $1 is not always $1. Let us know in the comments, does this initial difference in purchasing power surprise you?
Moving on to the tools filmmakers use. The technology evolves rapidly, and so does the prices.
Take 4K cameras. Back in 2012, professional 4K cinema cameras were cutting edge and costly. A top-tier ARRI Alexa might have been $60,000 for the body alone, plus expensive lenses. Getting 10 of those, even then, was a massive expense for the Man of Steel's production.
Today, 4K is standard, and 8K is becoming more common. While some base cameras' costs might have come down, the sheer amount of specialized equipment, custom rigs, drones, and advanced lenses needed for a major modern blockbuster like Superman 2025 means you're still investing heavily. Plus, the constant need for upgrades and maintenance for this sophisticated gear adds up.
Then there's the post-production infrastructure. In 2012, storing 4K footage was already a challenge, requiring significant investment in hard drives and servers.
Now, with higher resolution, more intricate visual effects, and the sheer volume of data generated, the demand on server farms, cloud storage, and high-performance rendering computers have exploded. These aren't just one-time purchases. They're ongoing, escalating costs. Do you think technology advancements help offset these rising equipment costs for filmmakers? Share your thoughts below.
It's not just the machines that cost more, it's the people behind them. Labor costs are a significant portion of any film's budget.
Due to inflation and the general rise in the cost of living, every single crew member, from the lighting technician to the sound designer, expects and deserves higher wages in 2025 than they did in 2012. This applies to every production, including both Man of Steel and Superman.
When it comes to highly specialized talent, like the visual effects artists we'll talk about next, their market value has soared due to increased demand and the growing complexity of their craft.
Even star power isn't immune. While contracts vary widely, an A-list actor commanding a $20 million fee in 2012 effectively needs a higher nominal sum in 2025 to retain the same real purchasing power. This means a $225 million budget today might simply get you fewer big names, or dedicate a larger slice of the pie to their salaries.
This is where budgets truly feel the crunch, especially for superhero blockbusters. Visual effects have evolved at an astonishing pace.
In 2013, Man of Steel pushed boundaries with the destructive sequences and Kryptonian powers. The VFX were impressive for their time, setting a new standard for realism.
But by 2025, audience expectations for photorealism have gone through the roof. We expect seamless, hyper-realistic digital environments, intricate character models, and complex simulations of fire, water, and debris, all rendered with incredible detail.
This isn't just about better quality, it's about sheer volume. Modern blockbusters, especially superhero films like Superman 2025, use CGI for almost everything, from enhancing subtitle detail to creating entire cities and alien creatures. More shots, more complex shots, more rendering time, and more highly paid artists are contributed to massive inflated visual effects costs. So do you think movie studios are able to get more bang for their buck in visual effects today, or does the increased expectation make it even harder to stay on budget? Tell us your thoughts.
It's not just what it costs to make the movie, it's what it costs to see it.
Back when Man of Steel opened in 2013, the average movie ticket in the US was around $8.13.
Fast forward to today, 2025. The national average movie ticket price is around $16.08. And in some states, or for premium formats like IMAX, you're easily paying upwards of $20 to $25.
This means that a film grossing, say, $300 million in 2025 doesn't necessarily mean more people saw it than a film grossing $300 million in 2013. Far fewer tickets are needed to hit the same nominal number.
This higher cost puts immense pressure on studios. Superman 2025 needs to be an absolutely mind-blowing experience to justify that ticket price to today's audience, who also have countless cheaper streaming options at home. Man of Steel faced a much lower financial hurdle for audiences deciding to see it. Are you more hesitant to go to the theater now because of ticket prices? Let us know if streaming has become your primary way to watch new films.
Now, for the real head scratchers. If inflation is so critical for understanding modern budgets, why do we ignore it for historical context?
Think about Christopher Reeve's iconic Superman, the movie from 1978. It was a massive box office hit, grossing around $300 million worldwide.
When you adjust the $300 million for inflation to 2025 numbers, it balloons to well over $1 billion, with some estimates pushing it close to 1.3 or even 1.4 billion. That's a true billion-dollar film in today's money.
So here's our core argument. If we're not universally calling the 1978 Superman a billion-dollar film today, despite its inflation-adjusted gross clearly putting it in that category, then why are we so quick to treat Man of Steel's financial performance or its budget as directly comparable to Superman 2025 without any adjustments?
It's a double standard. Critics and general audiences often acknowledge inflation for older, true classic films, but then completely disregard it when discussing more recent films, especially with the same franchise or genre.
For an honest, fair comparison between Man of Steel and Superman 2025, we must adjust for inflation. Ignoring it means we're fundamentally misunderstanding the real economic challenges and resources available to these productions. Do you think adjusted box office numbers should be discussed more often? Let us know if you'll be looking at movie numbers differently after this video.
So next time you hear those movie budgets or box office numbers, remember to ask, what did that movie really buy back then? And what does it really buy now?
Because when it comes to the complex economics of Hollywood, $1 in 2013 is not the same as $1 in 2025. Thanks for watching this episode of Talking Through the Movies on T3 Media Studios. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more deep dives, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next discussion. We'll see you next time.